Good morning, Somerset Academy. I'm CJ.
And I'm Saidu. Eid Mubarak. Today is Friday, March 20th. I will be celebrating the end of Ramadan.
Wishing all those who celebrate a great Eid. And it's officially the first day of spring.
Too bad this has been the longest winter ever.
Actually, the longest winter ever recorded was from October 1880 until April 1881, when they had back-to-back blizzards in the Great Plains.
Well, these temperatures have been a great pain. Here to tell us when we'll be free from this cold is Tommy with the weather.
Welcome back to Bulldog Weather Live. I'm meteorologist Tommy, and besides all this cold weather, we also had a severe weather outbreak here and in the Midwest. That's right, New Jersey got some severe wind damage and lots of thunder and lightning. Thankfully, no casualties have been reported. This week, we are forecasted to have a partly cloudy week, stretching from today to Thursday. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday will have highs around 60 and lows around 40. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday will have highs around 50 and lows around 30. Thursday will have a high of 55 and a low of 44. So still cooler weather, sadly. But hey, happy spring. We are officially in the season of hopefully rising temperatures, Easter, flowers, and rain. So make sure to enjoy this season. I am meteorologist Tommy, and here is current events.
Cuba is suffering from an island-wide power outage across the nation, likely due to old infrastructure, fuel shortages, and economic restrictions. The country has been faced with limited energy resources, with the president, Miguel Diaz-Canel, stating that no source of fuel has entered the country in over 3 months.
The Oscars were last weekend, and here are some of the major wins. One battle after another took home Best Picture. Newark, New Jersey's own Michael B. Jordan won for Best Actor for his role in Sinners. Jessie Buckley won for Best Actress for her role in Hamnet, and K-pop Demon Hunters won for Best Animated Picture of the Year and Original Song.
With spring break fast approaching, if you're traveling, be aware that flights might be more expensive. More than 300 TSA workers have quit since the partial shutdown that began last month, meaning that many workers have called out of work at several major airports. As a result, travelers may experience hour-long security lines and pricier flights nationwide.
St. Patty's Day was this past Tuesday, but Belmar, New Jersey is still celebrating next Saturday, despite having to reschedule for the first time ever due to snow. On March 28th, starting at 12:30 p.m., you can catch the 53rd annual Belmar Lake Como St. Patrick's Day Parade.
And did you know that NYC has had 265 St. Patrick's Day parades? That's more years than the USA has been around. Here's to tell us more about it, St. Patrick's Day is Richard.
We're filming, dude.
Sorry, didn't realize. This week's random fact is about the origin of St. Patrick's Day, because of the background. Born Maewyn Succat in 5th century Roman Britain, he was kidnapped at the age of 16 and brought to Ireland as a slave. Succat later escaped and vowed never to return there. Funnily enough, though, after becoming a Catholic priest back in France, his name was changed to Patrick by the Pope, and it's said that he had a vision telling him to convert Ireland to Catholicism. So he did that. It's believed that he died on March 17th, which is now celebrated as St. Patrick's Day. His holiday first started as an unofficial feast, where Catholic Irish would waive the rules of Lent for a day, and feast, dance, drink, and party. Over time, though, the holiday slowly turned into a secular one, meaning it was no longer about religion, but instead about Ireland as a whole. More modern celebrations of St. Paddy's Day include eating corned beef, wearing green, And Chicago dyes the Chicago River green. Some people bake Irish soda bread. What is that, you may ask? Let's find out.
We're here making Irish soda bread with Dr. Moore. Irish soda bread is a traditional bread developed in the 19th century Ireland during the Great Famine. It uses baking soda instead of yeast like most breads, hence its name.
So last week I was asked, why do I like being a principal? And I have something to add. I love baking with my students. Baking brings out so much joy, but if we look at the skills learned from baking, it's really amazing. Students are learning about how to be safe, how to handle the food safely, proper hand washing, proper handling of the food, and we had to measure everything out, calculate, all the ingredients. If we doubled the recipe, we needed to add that, so we're involving math. We're also involving social skills and turn taking. Everyone pitches in, we all get a turn, and then hopefully it comes out great and we all enjoy a nice bite to eat.
Welcome back to Bulldog Sports Network. I'm sportscaster Tommy, and this week we got some NFL, baseball, and basketball news for you today. Let's begin with baseball. World Baseball Classic, which is a 20-team baseball tournament with those teams representing the country. Examples are the U.S., Dominican Republic, Japan, and Venezuela. Japan has won the most titles with 3. This year, a main game was between two of the best teams of this year, the U.S. and the Dominican Republic. Both are known for having some of the best skilled and overall players. That game ended up having a final score of 2-1 with the U.S. winning. This year's champion was Venezuela, beating the U.S. In the world of the NFL, Dolphins star wide receiver Jalen Waddle has been traded from the Miami Dolphins to the Denver Broncos. Former Eagles, Lions, Steelers, and Bills cornerback Darius Slay Jr. is retiring from the NFL after 13 seasons. As an Eagles fan, Slay was one of my favorite players, and it's sad to see him go. I wish him all the best. Finally, for basketball, Tuesday was the start of March Madness, aka the Spring College Basketball Tournament. Who do you want to win? I'm sportscaster Tommy, and now on to Michael.
Aretha Franklin was born on March 25, 1942 in Memphis, Tennessee. She grew up in Detroit, Michigan, and was considered a child prodigy who taught herself piano without ever learning a single note. At only 9 years old, she was singing in her father's church, and by age 14, she recorded her first gospel album. In 1967, her song Respect became an anthem in both the women's and the civil rights movement. Aretha was nicknamed the Queen of Soul for her beautiful and recognizable voice. She even had 100 songs on the Billboard charts and was the first woman to be entered into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Aretha also sang at the inauguration of 3 presidents. Can you guess who they are? Bill Clinton, Jimmy Carter, and Barack Obama. Sadly, at the age of 76, Aretha lost her health battle and passed away peacefully on August 16, 2018. I'm Michael Kanomu for BNN News, and I would like to leave you with Aretha's famous last words. Be your own artist and always be confident in what you're doing.
And don't forget about the yearbook contest. Submission are due next Friday.
Thanks for watching BNN and Eid Mubarak!